you, Vince. Thank you, Vince.
Welcome, everyone, to the most must-see wrestling review and live reaction show on YouTube. Welcome to A and B Combos Wrestling Edition. Wow. First and foremost, I want to make sure that we look good, that we sound good. It looks okay. It's clear enough. It looks okay. We sound okay. Before we even go there, we give our shouts, as always, at the very top. Who do we have? Richard Diaz. What's going on, Richard Diaz? Good to see you up in here. Yes. I love this. Richard Diaz, Ray Warrior.
What's up, Ray?
King Swag in the house. What up, King Swag?
Swag.
Darian Thomas. David Tate Jr. You already know.
Jr.
What up, Zay? Good to see you. Samantha Poole. Yes. What's going on, Samantha? How are you?
How are you?
Arcel World. Yeah, buddy.
Arcel.
Who's ready for Roman versus Goldberg? Put your ones up, son.
What up, Jedi?
Because Goldberg the twos and we the ones.
Whatever.
Jedi Knight, we acknowledge you. Good to see you. And thank you for that really cool open. We really appreciate that.
It's very fun.
Lois Burke, good to see you. 901 Shogun.
What's up?
For life.
What's up?
Oh, we got some folks up in here. I always see we got a super chat in the house. Jaden Winchester. What's going on, Jaden? You're the real one. Good to see you.
I saw that your name is Tommy.
Isabella de Blasio, how are you? Jody Bennett.
Jody.
Woo!
Woo!
We saw that open that you did, Brother Jody, and we appreciate you. We acknowledge you too. One button. Oh, we're your favorite channel. We thank you. We try.
That's on button, baby. Why are you changing his name?
On button. Sorry, my bad. I said one button. On button. My apologies. X Neptune, what up?
What up, X?
Wesley Franklin.
Wesley.
Clay Gamble. I love it. Christian Thomas.
Yes.
Michael Tolbert.
Look at.
What up, Kamante? We saw you in the IG, brother. We saw you in the IG.
Yeah.
We know you replied. We were getting ready. We'll catch up with you, but let's talk about it here. JJ Bulldog, Khalid Muhammad. Carmelina, how are you?
Hey, Carmelina.
Oh my gosh, Blood Ninja. What up, Blood Ninja?
What up, Blood Ninja?
We didn't see you in Vegas this time. We didn't see you in Vegas. All right, JT Collin, how are you? John Elite 45 for life.
Sophie Dopey in the house.
What up, Deontay? We got that super chat right in here. Christian Thomas, we appreciate that very much. Thank you. And you say so Brock walks out because Vince is done. So does that make him unprofessional like Naomi and Sasha?
That is exactly what he was just saying. So let's
get
Michael Cole to get on the phone. On the microphone and call him out for being unprofessional like he did to Sasha.
Brock Lesnar let us all down. You know what he said?
Yeah.
You know what he said? Brock Lesnar let us all down. I think it's more so Vince.
No, that's what he should have said. That's what he said about Sasha and Naomi. But
Vince let us all down. I mean, let's talk about this. All right, I want to make sure we still look good. We sound good. All right. So if it gets fuzzy, if it gets weird, we got some new stuff going on. Just let us know. Christian Thomas, thank you. Thank you very much. Let's get this ticker up, people. Let's get this ticker up. First and foremost,
what up, Antoine?
Pretty pleased with the sugar on top and a cherry on top, whipped cream on top.
Dang, you got it all.
We got it all. I got the sprinkles. I got the peanuts.
Sounds like a serious sugar rush.
Hit that like button. Everybody right now, if you haven't already, really important for us so that we are recommended to more people in YouTube. It's just the way YouTube works. Please, please, please. We don't like to beg, although sometimes I'm not too proud to beg. Hit that like button. Just I don't understand you. I don't understand. What up, Gail? How are you? Oh, look, we got some Olivia Murphy. Good to see you. So,
what up, Alex?
Yeah, let's talk about this.
Perez 831.
Pre's 831. I love it. I love it.
Is it Pre's? Oh, it is Pre's. I thought it was Perez from where I'm at. I don't have my reading glasses on, y'all.
It happened. Hell hath freezeth over. Vince McMahon, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, has officially retired from WWE.
And let us be clear, we're not saying he let us all down because he retired.
No.
He let us all down because
he didn't retire earlier.
Didn't retire earlier, and because of the scandal that's coming out now that is tarnishing the name of WWE because of what all of is coming out now. So that's what we mean by let us down. You know what I mean? Like, we're fine with him retiring. Y'all already know. But yeah, he should have did it sooner, first and foremost. And second of all, they still need to address all of this.
What up, Cy Ray Gardner? Any relation? I don't know. We'll talk about it. Cy Ray Gardner. Look, here's the deal. We have to acknowledge a couple of things. All right. Right out of the gate. For those that really don't know the history or looked into it, wrestling was territories throughout the country. You just had all these little territories just vying for an audience. When WWE, then WWF, came into existence, as the man we know today is Vincent Kennedy McMahon, he took over from his father. He made professional wrestling a national phenomenon and a global phenomenon. So the allegations, the scandal aside for 1 second, the contribution that he basically made professional wrestling what it is today. There's no disputing that. These are hard facts.
Right.
But as what happens sometimes is you then become a victim, if you will, to use that term not so loosely, of your own product.
Right.
And it got to a point where Vince felt like he was infallible, untouchable. He could do no wrong. I know everything about this. Everybody listen to me. This is WWE Universe. It's actually a universe of one. And you do what I say, how I say, when I say, or you're fired. We have some great entertainment throughout the years. My man has been doing this since the 80s. Going strong. But there's no question that the product, as of late, has suffered. It has suffered through the pandemic. They figured some things out. They released 200 some odd people over a span of a few years. Went from different eras. He survived the Monday Night Wars with WCW. For those that don't remember, that was legit. WCW was trying to put WWF out of business. I think it's still WWF. Then they changed it to WWE. They were trying to put them out of business. They survived the steroid scandal in the 80s. That thing was, again, legit. That almost destroyed the WWE. And he's got to thank Hulk Hogan for that, to save his company. This, though, this was the thing. This was the iceberg that sunk the Titanic known as Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
This Me Too movement, where, like you said, we're surprised it doesn't come out earlier.
Yeah.
But this says to us, at least to me, that this investigation has uncovered some really not pleasant things. Some things that you can't come back from. Some things where I'm sure a conversation was had. And basically, this was like the Nixon presidency. This was Watergate. And just like Nixon, I'm not going anywhere. I didn't do anything wrong. Or, okay, I should make a speech.
They sound just like each other.
They really do. And he resigned. He resigned the presidency. You had an insurrection, hearings that are going on right now, not getting political, simply saying the one thing you will say about that president at that time was he was not about to concede or go anywhere. And we thought for sure Vince McMahon would be more like that. But it turns out he's being more like Nixon.
As to the betterment of the company, I'm sure that even his family asked him to step down. You're pulling your company through the dirt with you. So he really needed to step down. And although we've been saying he needs to step down, we're surprised that he did actually do it. But even with him stepping down, if all this comes out, they better still address it. Do not act like it didn't happen.
Well, more than anything, and I told you this earlier before we went live, I said I am now 1,000% convinced. You can't tell me otherwise. That somebody in the WWE or somebody knows in the WWE is watching our stuff. Because this is it. We called it. We said this is the time. We tweeted it. We mentioned it. We said, Stephanie, you need to come out.
He needs to step down.
And this now was the time. So the same day that WWE announces that Triple H is back as Executive VP of Talent Relations.
Exciting.
Vince McMahon steps down. This is no coincidence. And we played that video in the very beginning for anybody that just jumped on of Stephanie McMahon. So whoever hasn't watched Smackdown yet, Stephanie came out on Smackdown, did an announcement, and on air, no one's yet to address the allegations.
No.
Okay. I still feel like to some degree she needs to say something to right the ship. Maybe on Raw, I don't know. But if you looked at Stephanie's face, and she said at the end of, "Thank you, Vince. I love you, Dad." She was crying. She was broken. And I say that to say that this whole situation is an embarrassment. Look, this is Vince's daughter. Regardless of the storylines that they've had throughout the years, this is an embarrassment to the McMahon family. That now you have to have your daughter go out here and smile for millions of people while your dad, like she said at the beginning of that, made professional wrestling what it is, has to retire, that we all know is because of some wild sexual misconduct allegations. That's got to be hard for her. You got to feel for her and the grandkids, Linda. This is wild.
I mean, not as wild as Brock walking out like a little child over it. It's not that serious. It's not that serious. What do you want him to unretire?
Well,
like, and this is still, he still is a majority shareholder. I strongly believe Vince will call him personally if he hasn't already and be like, man, come on, this is still basically my company. You know what I mean? Like, I might have stepped down, but I'm still the majority shareholder. I needed to succeed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need you to show up.
Well, we have two people that walked away from WWE today, and it's fitting that we have a super chat from the Three Kings. Let's all sing it together, shall we? Oh, na 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 na. Hey, 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 goodbye. Thank you for that super chat, the Three Kings. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about this many times, as have many other YouTube reaction and review channels. There was no way that WWE was going to change until Vince McMahon was no longer in charge of any of it. And the fact that you had these allegations come out, my man was like, okay, I'm going to step down, but I'm still in charge of talent. I'm still in charge of creative. Still couldn't let go. The product still was what it was. And now, finally.
Well, this will be the telltale
sign.
It will be that on whether or not this was all Vince. Because we've been putting this back on Vince because he's in control for a long time. But I guess we'll see if the product improves with him gone.
I mean, yeah, okay, look. Sophie, you make a very interesting point. I don't think you saw the tweet. We did kind of put out our own tweet. Tony Khan's tweet.
I did see it.
You did, okay. Yeah, that was some shade. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. There would be no Tony. I mean, Tony Khan built his money the way he built his money. There would be no AEW if it wasn't for WWE. Facts. Now I say this to say, hang on. I say this to say because of how pro wrestling is. It's a brand. It's a global situation. That's what WWE made. WWE made it that way.
But do you really think no one else would have came along and did that? There's always someone who does the first something. But
I'm saying.
I'm not going to sit here and say that if the McMahons hadn't come along and did that no one else would have did it. What I'm saying
was because no one did.
Up until that point. But I'm just saying there is always a first, but that doesn't mean you're the only person.
You had WCW.
I got you.
What I'm saying is on a national stage, you put pro wrestling out there.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Pro wrestling was done in a way that was really orchestrated and created by WWE.
Right.
And I'm not just saying that to say that that's the only reason why it was in creation. It also was created out of the way WWE was doing business. If there wasn't a need for something, there wouldn't be a birth of something else.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Like WWE bought out WCW, the biggest competition. Then that was it. Like all we had was WWE.
Well, and that's what sucks to me is that it's one thing that you love this, so you want it to go national, you want it to go global, but you wanted it to just be you. You just wanted to monopolize the market. Like old school business, that's how it was once upon a time with like cars. Like we're the only ones who could create cars. I mean, our country used to work that way.
Right.
We're, Rockefeller's going to own everything and you can't have anything railroad unless I own it. And people had to step in and say, you cannot monopolize and own something that you didn't, you know what I mean? Like you just can't own it. So I feel like there was a point where Vince acted like he owned professional wrestling and anyone else trying to do it apart from him was like an insult or, whatever. And I don't know why you can't love it enough to just let other companies also spotlight and show off professional wrestling. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
There's enough room.
I don't like monopoly. I don't like people monopolizing any one thing to that degree where you don't feel like anyone else should have a chance.
But that's my point. That because of the way that they were operating, it stifled that creativity.
Right.
And so because of that, now you've got people saying, okay, I can't do this.
Right.
And out comes a whole new promotion.
Right.
AEW. So you asked the question, where to go? JJ Bulldog, what would we do different now that Vince is gone? We've said it. First off, bolster your women's division. Women's Tag Team Championship.
And how do you do that? I've said it and I'll say it again. You put Paul Heyman and the Usos behind Tamina and you give Tamina a serious push as the women's champion with her own faction. She's part of the bloodline. And you put the women on notice in a different way. Now, Tamina would need to get in shape a little more because she'd be getting winded. But I still believe that she has it in her.
She has it in her. And if I were the one advising Stephanie McMahon, I would say on Monday Night Raw, here's your prepared speech. This is what you're going to do. Now that my father has officially retired, myself, and I would have Nick Khan out there too, because people don't really know him and know his face.
Right.
I'd have Triple H out there. And I would make that announcement. I would look right into the camera and I would say to the WWE universe and to the professional wrestling world, because Tony Khan, he threw some shade. So this is to you too, brother. WWE is now going to change. We are under new management. The last name may still say McMahon, but the first name is not Vince. So we're going to make some big changes. We're going to make changes to creative. We got a whole new creative team. We're going to go back to you guys wanting to make sure that everything that you see is a must-see, no bathroom break situation. And then boom, we're going to start with hit the music, the boss's music, Naomi's music, a few other people who haven't premiered at other promotions that we loved that got fired, bring out the entire roster on that stage so that the world knows that this is the shift that has been needed for so long, and we are dead serious that we are about to change the culture of WWE and professional wrestling.
Yeah, but also, I mean, as far as bringing out Sasha and Naomi, like, if you're not going to bring Sasha and Naomi back, don't you dare bring Brock back. Like, you suspended them because it was unprofessional for them to walk out because they didn't like what was going on. Brock walked out because he didn't like what was going on. I don't care if it had to do with Vince or not. He walked out because he didn't like what was going on. And if that is the case, he should be suspended. It should be the same rules. If they give him special treatment over the women, they are telling us that nothing has changed. And they were right to walk out if that's the case. They better suspend Brock or bring those ladies back, because now everybody's going to be comparing the two.
Exactly. Because as you know, as you can see, we had a women's revolution for a reason.
Right.
Something had to change. And it did for like a minute. Then it just kind of fell backwards again.
Yeah.
And so now we're back in a situation where the women are like second-class citizens. Mm-hmm. And you have a woman who is now co-CEO of one of the largest companies in the world.
That's huge.
What better time than to have a strong female at the head of the ship, bringing in other females? Here's where we're bringing in the tag team championships are back. We're going to get that tournament back up. We're going to have a mid-tier women's championship, something else for the ladies to fight for. Come on, dude.
That co-CEO is huge. Like, why?
Come on, dude.
Why are you doing co-CEOs? Is he making sure that not one of them has
I'm sure Nick was
too much power?
What about me? What, hey, hang on now. I mean, probably. But that's what needs to happen. This is the time. Vince is gone. You may still be making money, Vince, for sure, but you're gone. No creative control, no creative access, nothing. Triple H is back in charge of talent relations. Make some calls, Samoa Joe.
I hope Triple H is in the right health to do this, because if Triple H stepped down because he wanted to make sure he was okay and take care of his health, because that surgery, I mean, that was a big deal. That was a huge life-altering situation that he had. It wasn't a little thing.
Yeah.
And if Stephanie really was trying to be home, but later came out that they fired her, but now you need her desperately. But they went from trying to be home to be with their family and make sure he's healthy to being thrown in the fire, just in the fire. And I'm hoping that this is not going to be a stressful situation for Triple H where you cause him to have another heart attack or you know what I mean? Like,
maybe you should have done those roids. Those steroids.
He was back in the day where Roy, you had to do roids. You almost had to be in this game.
That's all well and good, but he's also not a dummy. Okay, just like other people who've done it back in the day. You have a small window where your body's at peak performance, but then that window closes, never to be open, and you screw yourself up in the long run. That's all I'm going to say. We got a super chat in the house.
Super chat.
What do we got here? And a heel dolls. Thank you so much for that super chat.
Thank you.
Keep them coming, people. Keep them coming. We see the viewership is going up. Thank you for that. Make sure to hit that like button, please.
Yes.
And Anna, you say the timing of this worries me. Why now? Is there more bad media stories ready to drop? Could this be corporate distancing themselves?
Absolutely. I mean, remember that when we first broke this story, the story was that he had some non-disclosure agreements as if he had an affair or two. That has now come to light. It's more than that. That there was talent accusing him of wanting sexual favors in
it was bad.
Exchange of airtime. I mean, that's huge.
This is an onion that you kept peeling back.
Yeah, that's huge. Yeah, you can't, and then you can't sit up here and act like you're for women and that women are equal, and then act like that's not going to be a problem on the whole company. That's just
So for sure, and like I said earlier, you have a conversation with somebody, go, look, this is a huge situation, and the investigation right now, it's not looking good for you. You are going to sink this entire company. You need to go.
mhm.
You need to go. Just go. And he did. And he wouldn't have. He
No.
absolutely would
He
not
would have
have
took that company to the grave
if there wasn't a hard conversation.
for sure.
Another one. I'm sure they had a hard conversation with him, obviously, the first time, because that's why he had to step down as CEO. But it's like, I'm still going to hold on to creative. All right, whatever, Vince. We'll just see what the next phase of this investigation brings. Oh, this really is not good. Yeah, Vince, listen, no. No, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Anna, for that super chat.
Thank you.
It's not good. It's not good anytime that you it's unfortunate in a way, in a small way. I kind of feel like we grew up watching Vince. We didn't even know Vince was the man.
No, we just thought he was
an
a
announcer.
commentator,
Yeah.
right? An announcer.
So it's just for us, it's a little bit sad because we remember, like, we've been watching a lot of older shows, a lot of older WrestleManias and whatnot, like WrestleMania 3, 93,000 people. And it just kind of.
And all the documentaries.
Yeah, and we're seeing things just kind of do this. Like over time, it's like watching Vince kind of get, older and like not healthy looking. Like it kind of breaks your heart a little bit.
And this changes the entire narrative of what Vince's documentary will look like.
Well,
completely.
Well,
completely.
I mean, you don't said some things right there. I know I saw a couple of other super chats in there. There was, hang on, I want to get to you guys, which we appreciate so very much.
Emmanuel.
Samantha Poole.
Samantha Poole.
Samantha Poole. All right, Samantha Poole. Bam, bam, bam. Coming in hot. Thank you very much. You say, okay, question. Since Triple H is now EVP, Talent Relations, who do you think he'll bring back that was released / contract was up?
Who? Is this like wishful thinking? Because I'm all about the Fiend. I don't know why so many people hate on the Fiend. I miss the Fiend, so I'm all about bringing the Fiend back. I'm also about bringing Braun Strowman back. Actually, I wouldn't mind you bringing. Well, I know Eric is somewhere else now, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I just there's so many people. I don't even know where to start.
I'll tell you what I would like to see. Triple H, his baby was NXT. I don't know if we can just dial back and go back to black and gold, but
rewind.
But I would like to see NXT change a little bit for a blend. Like NXT has gotten better than it was. Like the first 2.0, it wasn't good. We stopped reacting. It wasn't good. It's gotten better.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see a blend. I would like to see like a reunion. Gargano, Mrs. Gargano. I want to see NXT turn around.
Yeah,
is really what I want to see. As far as the main roster goes, like I said, you have a swath of people. Many have found new promotions, Impact, New Japan, AEW, whatever it is.
Actually, can we have Dexter back? Because
yeah.
I don't understand why you would let Dexter go.
Yeah, Dexter Loomis.
Man,
and you don't even have to use Dexter Loomis anymore. Use his real name.
Yeah,
it's
and
fine.
you could change his character up if you wanted to, but it was so great.
Great. It
was so great.
I would love to see an Index reunion. I love them. I love the Index. There's the opportunity. The opportunity is in front of you. There's honestly so much that they can do right now. There's so many different options that they have available to them. And I think for a fact, now that Vince has finally stepped down, like, for example, I think it was, who was it? I think we even tweeted about it. who said that I wouldn't come back to WWE unless the management changed. Here it is.
And I think too that I think you're right. Bringing back Sasha and Naomi should be like number one on Stephanie's agenda.
And I'm sure I hope she's working on it. Because at this point, there's no reason not to be.
No.
You're not going to piss off Vince, and even if you did, who cares? He's got nothing to say.
Also, you're not going to do the same thing to Brock. And the only way you could fix that and cover that up and explain that is because you're in control now and you're bringing them back.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't fix that, but you don't suspend Brock, that's going to be I got a problem with that.
Hashtag facts. I love that. We got another super chat in here with the Three Kings. Right now, you're on first place as our super chat champion today.
Super chat champ.
Thank you, the Three Kings. You say, will this affect other promotions? Of course, some people will stay to have a chance to be at the top of the mountain, but you may see migrations back.
Well, I mean, and so here's the thing. So like, you know, we watched some different interviews and things like that. And we watched an interview the other day with Eric Bischoff. And, you know, he was talking about the fact that AEW is not really doing anything that different from WCW did as far as that goes. Because if you look at it on a show-to-show ratings goes, AEW is not hanging with WWE, and WWE isn't even doing well.
Yeah.
However, when AEW brings out an old WWE person, you get all kinds of traction because people from WWE go over there to see it. But if you can't get those people to stay, if you can't get them to commit to both, that is an issue. So even though there are people who are going over to AEW, you know, like how we were talking about, you know, your contract's up. Do you want to go to AEW? You also see that AEW, Ring of Honor, Impact, all these things, like they're having some really nice moments, but they still are not, you know, about to touch WWE. So this is a crucial time for WWE because you can even the tipping scales if you don't handle this right. Or you could rise back up and have that more clear victory if you handle this right.
Is it going to be handled right, though? That's the question. Like, it seems like they're starting to put the pieces together.
Right. And
when other dominoes of ages of old start to fall, then I think we may be getting somewhere. It can affect other promotions for sure. But I asked this question, and I'm going to kind of go to like a basketball reference. Hear me out. Los Angeles Lakers. For those who are Lakers fans in this chat, I apologize. I am not. But
I am.
But the Lakers at one time was the team that you wanted to play for. They were dominant. They were popular. Phil Jackson. I mean, it just was what it was.
Just like the Chicago Bulls when Phil Jackson was running it.
Chicago Bulls was the team you wanted to play for. So now you have the Los Angeles Lakers who didn't quite make the cut this year. Same with the Chicago Bulls. Didn't quite make the cut this year. Got a new coach. Got new teammates. It's still the Los Angeles Lakers. It's still the WWE, but you don't have necessarily the same players.
Right.
So once upon a time, you wanted to be a professional wrestler. Like, I want to wrestle for WWE. I want to be a person to say I wrestle for Vince McMahon. And there are people like Mark Calloway, The Undertaker, loves Vince McMahon. Lifetime contract. Loyal to Vince McMahon and WWE 30 plus years. Facts.
Well, he's the Undertaker. It's not like you're going to get fired. It's not like they're going to stop selling your merch. It's not like you're ever going to stop being the Undertaker. You are the phenom. You are the first supernatural crazy thing that people went, I'm okay with you burying people and bringing them back from the dead. I'm okay with that. Like, I'm here with you. Like, that was huge.
But what I'm saying is this a company now? Like, if you're a ball player, do you want to go to the Lakers?
Right.
Like, is this the Lakers that you grew up watching, wanting to be a part of? Is this the WWE that you grew up watching, that you wanted to be a part of? Are you sad that Vince McMahon is no longer in charge and you don't have that connection with him as part of WWE? I'm sure there's plenty of people who have worked for him, like Ryback, who wants nothing to do with Vince, like CM Punk, nothing to do with Vince. Would these guys who are not Ryback, but not CM Punk, but let's just say CM Punk wasn't under contract with AEW, would they at this point consider coming back to WWE? Like for the young crowd, for the young pro wrestlers that are just getting into the business, is it more appealing now to be in WWE or not? And for those that used to work for WWE that either got fired or retired, do you feel like the culture is finally starting to change and you feel more comfortable coming back to this company? Because there are people who have been asked to come back, like even for the Hall of Fame, and they turned it down. So I wonder if that is in fact still going to be the case or not. Yeah, that's a good question, Samantha Poole.
I kind of feel like
Three Kings, thank you very, very much for that.
I kind of feel like that's such a blanket to say professional wrestlers. You want to be a professional wrestler, or is this still a company to go for? Because I think there's, think about it. When you say just because you want to be a professional wrestler, just like you're a professional wrestling fan, doesn't mean you're all the same, right? So, like, our fans are not exactly the same as AEW fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we have a lot of fans that also enjoy AEW as we do. But there are AEW dieharders that are just a-holes when it comes to us, when it comes to people who do both, when it comes to people who didn't cut off WWE to ride with AEW. Once again, we are not talking about the Bloods and the Crips. We are talking about two billionaires who both like pro wrestling. Get a grip, homie.
Easy.
But what I'm saying is that, like there are some wrestlers like Bryan Danielson who are like really about wrestling. Yeah. Like they're wrestlers and they want to get down and wrestle, and they're Ring of Honor guys. They're like a different level of they're more about, they want to get in there and get dirty. And then you have people who are really more about the show of it all, and they're not necessarily, in love with wrestling as much as they are with the whole fanfare and the pageantry and the costumes and the whatever, you know what I'm saying? So if you're you're trying to be a character on the level of like the Undertaker, the Fiend, the WWE to me is still the place for that right now.
Okay. Emmanuel Drip.
If you're more hardcore, this is not the place for you.
You got a super chat right here, Emmanuel Drip. Let's see what you say. Thank you so much
What's
for
that,
that.
Emmanuel? Thank you.
And you say Brock acting like Vince is his dad.
That is so funny.
Brock acting like Vince is his daddy.
Because I said he was acting like he was his something, but I used a different word.
You did.
But you're right. It's ridiculous.
If you can't handle change, then the door will gladly be open for you to leave.
Yeah.
Don't let the door hit you
where the
good Lord split you. There it is.
Ain't nobody crying over you, Brock. Well, they may be crying over you because now they need to figure out SummerSlam.
Well, I see. There we go. I was about to ask, because you said, is Vince going to make a phone call to maybe kind of smooth things over, which he can still do.
Right.
If you are a person who really has that loyalty to Vince,
I heard they already have someone in mind for Roman for SummerSlam.
See, here's the thing, dude.
Lil Jimmy.
Here's the thing. This is also kind of what I'm talking about.
You're just gonna ride over my Lil Jimmy.
It could be Lil Jimmy.
It could be Lil Jimmy.
He's hard to see, so I don't know.
You can't see him.
But let's just say that this Brock thing doesn't smooth over. There is no Brock Roman at SummerSlam. Like, you built this thing up. If nothing else, like Sophie, you're talking about the build up to SummerSlam. This is one thing you kind of sort of have been building up. Like, this is it. Like the last time. What weight now do we have in a week? Not to mention whoever it is that does face Roman Reigns. You cannot honestly sit here and legitimately tell us that this is somebody that's going to beat him. At least with Brock, we may say, hey, there's no chance but there's a potential because we know what Brock is capable of.
You would have to bring back somebody that he had serious beef with, that you wouldn't even need a story because you understand the story. I mean, can you pull a Dean Ambrose? Because I don't think there's enough money in the world, but if you could pull a Dean Ambrose to come back and fight him, maybe that would be no story needed. But you don't have time, and nobody wants to see him fight Finn Balor again. No.
I mean, look. There's still talk that Edge is going to bring back the Rated R Superstar, which I'm fine with. If that is the case, because there's also people saying that these Mysterioso, vignettes that they've been showing is Edge coming back. The Rated R Superstar and those vignettes don't match.
Right.
Like, at all. It would make no sense.
I don't think so either.
So I wonder
if it would be Bray.
Well, my thing is, are they going to keep with this? Like, you clearly were going somewhere with this.
Right.
Are they going to keep with this, or are they going to drop it? Like, creatively, things have changed. The impact of Vince retiring is so colossal. This was the Vince show for 40 plus years.
Yeah.
Now it's just not all of a sudden. And it's not like, hey, Vince is dying, so we've got to get our affairs in order and let's start changing stuff. Like, it just... No,
it was like, we just have to get his affairs in order.
It just happened.
Because his affairs are the problem.
Wow, I see what you did there.
Isabella. I think that they will never merge. But how cool would it be if once a year we had a pay-per-view that was AEW versus WWE, and they split the profits, and their champion of choice goes against, oh my gosh, like a Smackdown versus Raw at AEW versus WWE. Yeah. And it's serious because you know that at the head, they want to win. This is a big deal. But at the same time, like, it gives them bragging rights for the entire year. And you could just split the profits of the pay-per-view, and it doesn't have to be on. It could be a pay-per-view that's not even on the WWE Network or Peacock or whatever. You know what I mean?
They could do something, but we're naming a lot of people right now that are contracted under other promotions. Like, we would love to see Keith Lee back. They ruined it. This is what I'm saying. Like, you ruined so many people. You ruined so many storylines. You ruined so many kids. This is why Sasha and Naomi walked out.
Right.
You were destroying the brand that they were building. So what better time than now than to rebrand yourself? They made a whole big deal, if anybody remembers, when it was called WWF and the World Wildlife Federation, who I will never support because you took that. Then it was get the F out. Now we're WWE. That transition was tough. People coming back still calling WWE WWF. It was a tough transition for a minute. But they did a whole campaign about get the F out. Make a whole thing now. Just freaking do it. Because you want your audience to know that the culture is going to change. You want the people that you employ to know this is not the same company. This is not the Vince show anymore.
Mm-hmm. We got some super chats to get to.
I love the Golden State Warriors. Sorry, Nico. No.
As do I. Lakers and Warriors.
No to the Golden State Warriors.
Woo, woo.
You do whoop whoop some. This ain't Golden State territory.
It is actually.
This is for you. This is the Celtics show. This is the Celtics show, baby. I see some super chats in here. What do we got? Ooh, Emmanuel Drip.
Emmanuel.
Brock come back. Yeah, I don't know. I guess if that check is big enough, he probably would come back. I think it's kind of wild.
I'm telling you, why would
he came? Wait, he came back.
Oh, he came back.
Lesnar is back. Okay.
I told you that Vince would make that phone call.
Okay, Brock is back on SmackDown. All right.
Okay.
See, this is why everybody went live early. We couldn't. We were at work. We would have if we could have. But we also knew that this was a developing story and stuff was coming out.
Right.
So we're not, obviously, SmackDown isn't on where we are. We're in LA. It's not on for another hour. We saw some stuff on YouTube. So if anybody is seeing anything of interest that is happening on SmackDown, please let them know.
So George said the SummerSlam match is still on, apparently. Okay. So, I mean, they desperately need it to be. They desperately need it to be.
Okay. So he is back. Love it. All right, good. So now we have a reaction. So for those who are, in fact, watching SmackDown, because we'll probably put out a poll, because we're still going to do a couple of reactions.
Well, we've got to react to Stephanie's entire thing. We have to.
Yeah, I think that's important. We have another super chat right here. 3 Diglets. Brock back.
Okay.
Boom.
Boom.
Brock back. Thank you for that super chat.
Yes, thank you. So if
and for getting our attention.
If they if they have a thing with Roman and Brock, we have to do that too. But like you said, we'll see what the options are. Hey, Happy Days.
Good to see you in here,
Good
Happy
to
Days.
See you.
3 a.m. Wow.
Oh my.
Wow.
Ooh. Oh.
Huge super chat right now.
Uh-oh.
3 Diglets. Thank you so much for that.
You. Well, you get 2 claps up to Ric Flair for that. Woo!
Shout out to Mace and Victoria. Thank you for this show. Wow. Mason Victoria. Okay. Something going down. I'm not even see this. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Again, we are going strong right now. We see the views are up. Please, please, please hit that like button. Hate begging for that, but it is really important to us. Thank you, 3 Diglets, for that hard super chat. So it's on a SummerSlam. Okay, so
I guess my question is,
we see it. We got
overall wrap up the Vince thing is that how many of you are genuinely sad to see him go, and how many of you are a little relieved and are hoping that this means that the product is going to improve? Like, I just really want to see our people's feedback as far as that goes. You know what I mean?
Like it has to improve. Like, we've seen what Triple H is capable of. He birthed the NXT. We know what he can do creatively. Mm-hmm. We all love the black and gold brand. Stephanie McMahon was good in the ring when she performed. She's a star on the mic. She should teach a course on how to cut a promo.
Yeah. All
right. I would love to see that. Heck, bring Shane back. Bring back Shane. You fired your own son, bro. Bring him back. I'm sure he's a little off the rails, I guess, from what happened last time. But still, this is the time, man. Xavier, super chatting, Xavier. Thank you very much Xavier. For that. We appreciate you. And you say, do you think that they're going to give Dolph Ziggler the Money in the Bank case now that he keeps attacking Theory?
No, I don't think they're about to take it from Theory.
I think they should do him meaning Theory, the same way that they did Otis.
Oh, please.
With The Miz.
I
hated it.
So wrong. That was so wrong. I've never
hated it.
Seen anything so obnoxious in my life. That was so dumb.
But I love how Ziggler has kept himself in the conversation and it's just attacking Theory. My thing, though, is I still don't trust Dolph Ziggler. He's a really good heel. I don't trust it because Theory is a heel. So you have a heel attacking a heel. Something's got to give.
Right.
Something's got to give. I wouldn't mind if them. I wouldn't mind a match between Theory and Ziggler, Money in the Bank contract on the line. These are 2 evenly matched guys. That match could be fire.
Why would anybody put their contract on the line?
Because that's what you do.
No, you don't.
That's
it's not a belt. It's a contract that you want
Money
to
in the Bank contract on the line.
Nah. If you have a Money in the Bank contract, and it literally is giving you opportunity for the title, which
high
is
stakes.
Where you want to go.
High stakes.
Why would you bother putting it online for somebody?
Stakes.
For what?
High stakes.
Hell, that would be so dumb.
Of course it would. Of course, but it is stranger things have happened. People have put their career on the line. Career-ending match. It has. Why would you put your career on the line?
They don't.
Just do it.
They'll be like, oh, okay, I'm going to retire, and then they're back in a month.
Do it. Go Lakers. That's a hard no. No to the Lakers.
Go
That's all I gotta
Lakers.
say.
Go Lakers. Go Lakers.
Oh man, that's okay. We got it. Love from Hawaii. Oh wow, didn't realize you're actually
Oh, that's awesome.
you're
on button.
behind us. No, you're ahead of us. No, you're behind us. Whatever it is.
It's only 3 hours behind us.
There it is. Brock. Okay, so isn't live for you? No, Blood Ninja. Okay, so we have Spectrum. We do not. There used to be a channel on Spectrum that it carried it live. Then it stopped. If we had, I think, DirecTV, it would be
the
live.
satellite we could do the live, but we don't have the
But we don't have
satellite.
that.
So it actually comes on out here at 8:00,
Is anybody
and
feeling?
it's not 8:00 out here yet.
Is anybody feeling Lacey in this Aaliyah thing? Because I like Lacey Evans as a heel. I like Aaliyah as a heel. Her face thing hasn't really worked for me on SmackDown. I liked her right before she left NXT.
Heels are easier to like.
I mean, I guess.
They just are.
I mean, I'm not mad at it. Nia Jax come back? No.
That's not gonna happen.
No.
Mm-mm.
No. Well, I don't. Okay, look.
Well, her attitude though was
I don't want to say never, but no. She has
no.
She has no intention on coming back. We got another super chat right here, Xavier. Thank you very much, Xavier. Mr. Kennedy. Mr. Kennedy did with Edge for the Money in the Bank, so it could be done. Super chatted in your face.
I didn't say it couldn't be done. I said it's stupid.
In your face. Okay, well, okay. Fair
It's
enough.
stupid.
Thank you for that.
If you have a contract to face the champion, there's no reason for you to want to give someone else the opportunity to win it from you.
Of course, there isn't. This is bragging. First off, there's ego involved.
That's all it is. There's no
Dolph
first
Ziggler
off. That's it.
has been getting the better of Theory, getting super kicked all in the face. At some point, Theory's going to break, and he's going to play right into Ziggler's hands. He's going, you know what? You're going to put that contract on the line, brother. Think about it. Think about it.
So cocky that he would do that.
Theory, here's why I say this is a possibility. Theory was Vince's boy.
Mhm.
Vince is gone. Change the game. Okay? You change the game. You get Ziggler, Theory, contract on the line. Ziggler wins, gets that contract. The remnants of old Vince is swept away. Come on, man. Come on, man. Can y'all see that? That's all I'm trying to say. It happened. See, this is exactly right. It happened, man. It could happen again. Who wouldn't want to see it? But where's Bobby Roode? Yeah, where is Bobby Roode? What? Where is? Yeah.
Mike said, "R.I.P. WWE."
What do you mean? Rest that one? Oh.
I hope not. I hope that it actually gets better.
All right, Jody. We're scrolling down. You have a rate for SmackDown.
Okay, what is
Drum
it, Jody?
roll. Lay it on us, Jody. What is the rate? Crystal Montgomery, how are you? Good to see you in here. The game. I think I saw another. Hold on. Did you do it, Jody?
Did you give it your rating and we miss it?
I don't think I see it.
MJF, I believe, is just on. I think he was just suspended, and that Tony Khan's just going to let him sit there in suspension till his contract run out. And then you will see him here at WWE.
7/7/21. How are you? Good to see you. Welcome. Yeah, you make a very interesting point about people not giving Stephanie her due. I mean, just go back and look at her stuff, man. Okay, she's gold.
She's gold. Gold.
Seriously, she's excellent on that ring. The authority, when she decides to mix it up and do a little wrestling in the ring. But more than that, seriously, we say it all the time, man. We know that being a pro wrestler is not easy. You may have the skills to be a wrestler, but you may not have the mic skills. Or you may be good on the mic, but your in-ring skills are kind of lacking. You have somebody that can marry that and can shine, put asses in the seats, you got yourself a star. But Stephanie killed it. And like I said, this is the time. Like you're in charge. So make some boss moves. Your husband's in charge. Make some boss moves.
Boss moves, baby.
How about this? How about this? Hear me out. Hear me out. Because I realized, like, I'm a fan of Zoe Stark. Glad she's back on NXT. I love the fact they had Solo Sikoa kind of show up at SmackDown, and then he was attacked by Von Wagner. I don't know. How about next week, NXT's under construction? You know, you got Triple H showing up. Who wouldn't want to see Triple H show up on NXT Tuesday night?
Mm-hmm.
Who else is he going to show up with? Shawn Michaels, who we also know is part of creative in NXT.
I was going to say he already is at NXT. He's just behind the scenes.
I'm saying get that reunion on camera.
But also, like you said, we talked about before, the Usos coming, even if they just came out to watch Solo's match, would be huge.
But Solo coming to say he's going to go to SmackDown and watch his. Come on, man. But I'm saying, like, show these little breadcrumbs that you're about to change stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have a conversation with them, and then at the end, you kind of turn out the lights. You walk out the door. The screen reads under construction. Oh snap! Things are about to change. How hard is that? How hard is that? We all watch it. We all want a good product, right? So my question.
I would agree with that.
Oh,
with both of those statements, yes.
Thank you very much. So now that all this has happened, are we that much more invested in SummerSlam? Are we hoping that this is going to be a better show?
So what was the general consensus as far as people's feelings on him leaving?
Who leaving?
With Vince leaving, I said I want to know how people.
I don't know. I think I might have missed that part. Go Eagles, go Lakers. That's a hard no. Go 49ers, go Warriors. I don't understand what's going on in here. Can we get some Celtics fans up in here? Can we get some?
Oh, geez, Jody gave it a 1. Dang. Oh, Jody, are you kidding me?
Dang.
Well, let's just hope that from now on that it's going to be different.
Okay, so Happy Days, you're saying some other channels are saying Heyman may step in as creator. I mean, we've seen that before. We've seen that before.
Hey, Nas.
We know what he's capable of. But they most recently, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe at one point they had Heyman in charge of Raw, Bischoff in charge of SmackDown, and things did not work out for either one of them.
Right.
I don't know.
But I don't think that Bischoff was in charge of creative though.
Well, I mean, you may not necessarily be like you're in charge
creative.
of SmackDown, so you got input. Either way, it didn't work.
Right.
So we know Heyman is capable of some pretty good things. We've seen it, but
Heyman still does have. I think Heyman still does have some say and a little bit of influence on who he likes. They, like him, I'll help this person, or if he wants to make you look good or even bring you in the bloodline or whatever, he will. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
I mean, first of all, his whole thing he did with Kayla Braxton really brought Kayla Braxton out on another level as far as commentators go. You know what I mean? His whole interaction with her. So I think he still has good influence.
And I think what's a good influence right now is we got a super chat with K-Yoon. What up, K-Yoon?
What up, K-Yoon?
Good to see you, brother. We appreciate that super chat. Thank you very much. And you say Wardlow versus Reigns would be good, no cap.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Fire.
See,
fire.
That's what they need. They need a Wardlow in WWE to face Reigns.
Oh, they fired them all. Like, anyone who could have been that.
Pick up the phone.
Pick up the phone.
Make a phone call. I promise you, you will not regret it. This is the time, man. Good super chat. Thank you for that, K-Yoon.
Yes.
Alex Johnson, in regards to your picture with Sammy and Tay, jelly. Okay, need some peanut butter. Awesome, happy for it, but jelly.
Why are we jelly?
Because I want the picture. We have been trying to get pictures with her. It just never happens. I don't know why. We got to do our press pass. We got to do our press pass because we're trying to get back. Bring Ivory back as a general manager. Woo!
Is this our press pass? Oh no.
Oh yeah, what we're gonna do? Don't show it to people. That's
no. It's for something else.
That's for the opening. It's for the opening. Yeah, I loved Ivory as, you know what? How about this?
She's already in contract somewhere else. She's in contract at WoW. Is she?
Raw general manager is back. AJ Lee. I'm just throwing it out there.
She's under contract, and you know it.
Is she though?
Yes.
Is she?
She just came out with WoW like a couple months ago, didn't she?
What up, Keith Simpson? Good to see
long.
you too. Naz, good to see you. You basically just missed us jabberjawing about Vince McMahon stepping down and Stephanie
Retiring.
and Triple H having all the power.
Not all the power.
All the power.
Well, Stephanie is only co-CEO.
Where's this going?
Nick Khan is the other half.
Whatever. Nick Khan, hey, bring back Dakota Kai. Yes. Again, there's a lot of NXT. Come on now. Make a phone call to Kairi Sane. Come on now. Where's Shotzi? Who? That name sounds so
they just
familiar.
throw her out there once in a while, right?
Hey, I don't know. Shotzi. Then
I think they were going to have a thing between Shotzi and Aaliyah, if you ask me. And then what they did was when everyone turned on Lacey and they decided to let Lacey go ahead and go heel, they took that from Shotzi and gave it to Lacey to fight Aaliyah.
How about this?
That's what I think happened.
Let's start with this with creative.
Why not do a triple threat? Why can't all of them be going at it?
Why not bring back the names again? Blackheart, Austin. How about that? You keep one name in everybody. Keep changing everybody. Go back to what they were. Go back to the way that we like them. Seriously, I do not like saying Theory. I really don't. It doesn't roll off the tongue. Austin Theory was a fine name.
Well, I think the fact that he kept the A as his, the A on his trunks, obviously he didn't change it to a T. So I think he must feel some type of way too.
Yeah. No, we got your dono, Keon. We got your dono for sure. Go Eagles, go Celtics. That's what I'm talking about, David Tate Jr. There you go. Yeah, it was bad.
Unless you did another one, KU, and we did say yours. We did, unless you did that. Wait, that one? No, the other. No, go back down.
No.
That was it, right?
Yeah.
Go back up.
Yeah, I think we got you, brother.
Yeah, we got you, KU.
Right, one super chat. See, look at that. 9. My name is Gunda. Guys. Go back to Walter. What's wrong with that? Nothing. We love calling him Walter. This is what I'm saying. You have a golden opportunity in front of you. You've got the brass ring right here to affect change. I promise you, the WWE Universe will get down on their knees and thank you for these changes. What I did think was interesting, though.
I was worried about where you were going because it's TV 14.
Wow.
And the whole scandal.
This is a family show. We're not getting involved. Occasionally, we flirt with TV 14, but we're not doing TV 14. But well, one thing I thought was interesting when Stephanie did give her speech, people in the crowd, as when Vince kept coming out, for the most part, they booed when he retired, and they said he retired, and they cheered for him. So it's like they still, at least the televised audience is still for Vince.
Well, I feel like we all know that there could be some very serious toxic masculinity up in those crowds. We've experienced it. We've seen it. We've been there. There could be some toxic fans. The toxic fans that want to see the women out there mud wrestling in bikinis are the same toxic fans who do not think what Vince did was a big deal and just will support him anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's not surprising to me.
It's not surprising at all. What up, Big Dom? Good to see you. Hit row.
What up,
Come on
yo?
now. Well, they can't. Well, Swerve is now
A champion.
so
At
you know.
AEW.
I mean, this is what I'm saying. Like there's been so much damage that has been done.
What? Braun Strowman got into a car accident. I did not hear that.
Is he okay?
Oh God, I hope he's okay.
Is he alive? And I saw you, David Tate Jr. Go Celtics! Next year's world champ, flat out. But Damien, well, yes, there shouldn't be a leader of Judgment Day, right? That was the whole point. Was there can't be anybody telling us what to do.
Yeah, so you guys would need to be equals. But I got to tell you, I looked forward to the Judgment Day when it's in what they were going to have to say in their little promos and how they walked out. I could care less about what Finn Balor and Damian Priest have to say right now.
Change Butch back. Get rid of the name Butch. Billy Kay, Peyton Royce.
Oh gosh.
Iconic.
Yes, but didn't they retire?
Yeah, they did.
They retired.
But money talks.
Money
folks,
talks,
as you can
baby.
see from these NDAs.
Money talks.
Money talks, or it hushes you.
Or
up.
hush, yes.
So it's one or the other. Yeah, he just did. I really do hope things change too. Bring back. Well, I don't know about Daniel Bryan, but Johnny
I
Gargano,
don't think
yes.
he's coming back. Yeah.
Candice LeRae, yes. There is a golden opportunity. I need the resume back.
Where
My
is
headshot
Ricochet?
and resume.
Yeah, you love that. Where is Ricochet? Somebody's asking where's Ricochet. Where?
He's in the unemployment line, I think.
I do not know.
He's in catering. I think that's a good question.
TNG Zo.
Alex, we would
Hi.
love to hear that story. We would love to hear that story about how that happened. We've been good, Big Don. What up, Crystal Montgomery? Celtics ain't better than my Warriors. Okay, Crystal, we love you. Okay, show a little respect to the Celtics here. All right, this is Celtics country. Isn't that right, baby?
No,
Woo!
it's Warriors and Lakers. I actually think I prefer the Well, I don't know. Sometimes I'm up and down, but I think right now I'm for the Warriors over the Lakers.
No, she's all about Curry. That's all she cares about.
He's good.
Is he?
Yes. Is he not?
Yeah, The Rock's daughter. I'm kind of excited. I'm liking the name.
Yeah, bloodline is bloodline, baby.
Liking the name. There's another situation. Like you have Solo Sequoia. Why not have some kind of alliance with her?
You gotta have a mini bloodline.
What is
up
her name? Was
there.
it Ava Rain? Dude.
It doesn't have to be a mini bloodline. Because you could have Solo and you could have is his name Zion? No, not Zion. What?
Zion.
Zion. It's not Zion, is it?
We don't need to talk about him. I think they fired him.
No, that's not.
Yeah,
him.
I think they fired him.
He ain't going nowhere.
You see this? Karrion Kross,
Man,
and Scarlett.
bring Karen and Scarlett back. Bring them like the old school, though. Man, with her crow and her premonitions. Oh, God.
Both of them together, Monday Night Raw, make it happen.
That would be. I think if they brought them out and in the old school with Scarlett, with her doing her thing, the music and and how everything. Oh, I think the crowd will go wild.
On button, like you said, double standard.
Mm-hmm.
Double standard. My man walked out. He comes back. At least he came back. But Sasha and Naomi, to their point,
I guarantee
there's
you,
a bigger picture.
Begged him to come back, and they did not do that with the ladies.
There's a bigger picture here. Imagine if Zion and Solo teamed up to go against the Usos. Oh, wait, whoa, go against the Usos? Oh, teamed up to go against. Yeah, no.
That would be crazy. No division in the bloodline yet.
We like factions. We like factions, and every faction needs to have at least one strong female. We've said it many a time. So more than anything, I will say this as we close: are you guys now anxiously awaiting change? Do you think that there will, in fact, be positive change in the WWE now that the one factor is gone? And will we see some people who have left,
Hi, Emily.
either by choice or not,
Mm-hmm.
coming back?
I mean,
Good to see you,
I
Emily.
think they have to bring a couple of people back for SummerSlam. SummerSlam is whack right now. And how could you not have change? You have to have change. Vince McMahon just retired. It will be changed.
What
I
about
just
the
hope
women?
it's for the better.
Are we going to bring back the women's tag team championships?
Why wouldn't you? Why would Stephanie just let them sit on the shelf? She loves the women's division.
Does she?
She
She
had some people in her way. Now that she doesn't, we'll see, I guess. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
I hope so. I pray to the wrestling gods of old that somebody has a nice conversation with Stephanie about the women's division. There has always been the potential there for greatness, and we've seen some shades of it. I don't know about this whole TV 14 business, and I'm not even sure I care. I don't even think it's really necessary. I think it's more so just to have the flexibility to do something. Doesn't mean you have to. Like if you remember with the original Jurassic Park, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should.
Right.
Vince, you should have known that years ago. But that's neither here nor there. But I think more than anything, it's about the creativity. It's about the writing. It's about showing us that you know how to do a beginning, middle, and end with a freaking story. How hard is that, man? Ex Neptune, how are you with that super chat?
Yes, thank you, thank you.
They're doing the Bloodline versus Street Profits and Riddle this Monday.
Because they just cannot let anything wait for a pay-per-view. It will be fine, but at least it's not just the Street Profits and the Usos. Anything is better than just the Street Profits and the Usos. And everybody kind of wants to see if Riddle could kind of step to Roman on this, on a little bit, because he just keeps stepping it up. You know what I mean? But we all know he could step up and he get knocked down.
Thank you for that Ex Neptune super chat.
Thank you.
We appreciate you so much for that. Does anybody want to see a Trios Championship? I mean, I feel like they should have done that when like the New Day was.
You can't have a Trios Championship in somewhere where you just had to combine the two top titles and the tag team titles.
Well, I know they're going to do an AEW, but I'm just saying, like, would you want to see that?
If they had a roster that was big enough for that to merit something.
Again, pick up the phone, make some calls. Come on, man. Just imagine Raw starts, SmackDown starts, Triple H is there, opens the door, and we don't necessarily see who it is, but he's happy. You see a hug, you see maybe a hand come out. The door closes behind. The mystery, the mystique. We're all like, who's back? Something's going on. We don't know. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. So I'm just saying, and this is how you do a super chat. Xavier. Okay, watch the cup now. The Bone Crusher's in the house.
Hi, Bone. Come here.
She just woke up from her nap, everybody. Get some love, the Bone Crusher. Bone Crusher! The channel mascot, for those that don't know. Now you know. Super chat right here, Xavier. Thank you so much. And you say a great way to end SummerSlam is Paul Heyman turn on Roman and Brock and manages Ciampa. Yikes.
Well, I don't know. Wild. I don't know that he would see that much. I don't know that there's that much potential in Ciampa. He's good and he's a hell of a fighter. But right now they have him being Mrs. Lackey. And you can't go from being Mrs. Lackey to being up there on the level of Roman and Brock.
Girl, this is creative. This is creative. You can change this. I'm just saying. We saw something with Logan Paul that we didn't think we were going to see. Now we're a little more interested in the match.
Right.
So it's creative. Thank you for that super chat. We appreciate you.
Yes, thank you.
Usos, Tamina, Street Profits, Bianca. Oh, by the by, is anybody feeling Bianca's new outfit? Because now she's not wearing long pants. She's just wearing shorts. I'm not mad at it.
I think it's cute.
Yeah, I think it works. Because she's got great fashion style to begin with.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're kind of digging it. I don't know about the TV-14. I don't know. Still in denial that Sasha and Naomi have been released. Wait. Released? Or are they still just... We haven't heard anything about them.
We've never had any confirmation that I'm aware of that they were released.
Emily, can you confirm this? Can we get a confirmation on this?
We had a lot of people confirming it, and then it wasn't true.
Interesting. Love from India, all the way from India. Good morning from Greece, Fearless Drew.
Good morning.
Wow. We got a lot of people all around the world. Thank you for showing Bone Crusher some love. As you can see, she's got that nap, yawn. Oh, we love Bone Crusher. X Neptune. All right, X Neptune.
In the house.
We got to tally it up.
Super chat.
We are creating our super chat belt. We had one. It didn't turn out very good, so we're creating a new one. So we will be seeing who our new super chat champion will be. Drew mentioned in a promo tonight about how WWE needs a champion who will be on TV. Fact. Hashtag facts.
Man, so are they about to give Drew the belt, an opportunity? What is this?
I'm just saying, where's the champion? Where's the champion? My man has both heavyweight championships. Dude, that's not okay.
Well, you know someone's going to say something about him not being on TV for sure. But, yeah.
Okay, great. So, put one of those championships up, put them up on the line, dude. Where you at? You seen Roman? That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. We need a champion on television defending, man. It's awesome. Yeah. A lot of love for Bone Crusher. Thank you. Bring back sanity. All right, I think that's about it for us because we are going to prepare ourselves. We have a couple of reactions that we're going to do for Smackdown. Just out of curiosity, and I see another super chat here, we're going to do a poll, but we're going to put it out to you first. 2 reactions will be coming up from Smackdown. What top 2 do you want to see us react to? Putting it out now.
Putting it out there to the ethers of the universe.
While you think, the 3 Kings, thank you so much for that super chat.
Yes, thank you.
Champ 3 weeks in a row. You want some? Hashtag champ is here.
Can't even be mad at that.
Come get some.
Come get some. Can't see me.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Not mad
Thank you
at
for that
it.
very, very much.
Thank you.
And just so everybody knows, and we've said it so many times, 1, thank you all for being here.
Yes.
Thank you to all our members. We see the members in here. And thank you to everybody that has given your hard-earned money to support us and our channel. And more importantly, Bone Crusher and her Alpo. That's really what it goes to. She eats a lot of Alpo. But we do not take it for granted.
No.
At all. And we thank you very, very, very much with our most sincere thanks. So, again, top 2 reactions. What do you want to see? Bring back Enzo and Cass. Oh. Wow. I wonder. Enzo, yes. I know Cass and Carmella, there was a thing.
Yeah.
That wasn't good. And he really kind of needed to leave. It would be nice if they, we hope maybe behind the scenes, mended fences. But you know how it is. Somebody leaves, it's like, okay, well,
right.
I don't need to see you anymore. I don't know. But I wouldn't mind seeing a couple of haters.
What do we have here?
I wouldn't mind seeing that. So we want to see Lesnar beating Theory, Rock Attack Theory. Ooh, dang, George Lowry. Call your boy a lazy part-timer. That's them fighting words. All right, stand back. Stand back.
Well, first of all, I can't speak to as if whether he's lazy or the reason for his absence. But I can speak to the fact that he still look good when he shows up.
Okay, I think it's time to go. Somebody's coming for that. Oh, hang on. I'm here to take that title. Oh, hell yeah.
You got a beer?
I got this right here. What do I got here? I got a beer. 2 beers, 3 beers,
If your
4
beer is
beers,
yellow, there's
5 beers, and a Bloody Mary. Okay, we're going to tally it up after this. We're going to see who the Super Chat champion really is. And then you will see that new Super Chat belt. So we appreciate that. I want to put that down. That's just juice. Thank you, Xavier. We really appreciate that.
Thank you,
Happy
Xavier.
days. You stay blessed as well.
Yes, thank you for jumping in here. We miss you.
Oh, Olivia, 6-man tag. Shinsuke Ludwig Kaiser. Okay. Usos Theory, Profits Madcap. Jaden, we love you more.
Usos
Remember
Theory, huh?
So basically, it's definitely Brock and Theory for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's number 1. Clearly, that is one. Jedi Knight, we're glad you're back. The 3 Kings, Super Chat. Oh snap! Not on my. Let me put a little swag in it.
A little words war.
Not on my watch, homeboy. I'll keep going, son.
Just look at Bone Crusher's like, why are you barking at me?
Sorry, Bone Crusher. I didn't mean to scare you there.
Welcome back, Jedi Knight. We're actually just wrapping up. We are getting ready to go and prepare to film our reactions. So far,
What?
we are reacting to.
We're definitely doing Brock
The
and Theory.
Brock and Theory.
And we'll see what the second one is.
And then we'll have to go back and count them up to
Yeah.
see for sure what the second one came in at.
Good night, Emily. We appreciate you.
You're right.
Really,
He is a part-timer.
really watching our videos
He
and
is.
loving
Now.
and watching and chatting and commenting. You are awesome. Thank you. Have a good night.
Yes.
Wow. Do y'all think Nikon is doing things on purpose? Yes. But I mean, I don't, I want to
Like what?
see, well, my thing is this. Back in the day, I'll say this real quick. Back in the day, like the Hogan days, there was like, I think his name was Jack Tunney. He was like the WWE president. But you saw him on TV. And they were like, he would be the guy to like be there with the contract signing and like have the big announcements. I kind of feel like Nick Khan, we need to see him like that. I would rather him not be behind the scenes and faceless. Personally, I would like to see who is the CEO.
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of in that vein, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We'll see. Okay, Jedi Knight. We got Bone Crusher here. Okay, this is the 3-year-old piece of gold. Bone Crusher. Bone Crusher. All right, I think that's it. Shucky Ducky
Yeah.
Quack Quack. Oh,
Yeah.
what you know about Shucky Ducky Quack Quack, son? All right, we appreciate you guys so very much. We love you guys.
Yes.
Have a good night, you nasties. Oh, you took it to Lacey. This is a good talk.
Yes.
This is a good talk. Yeah, we're gonna see where things go. We're excited. We're excited. Hopefully, this will be some positive change.
Mm-hmm.
So we will have Saturday night's live event tomorrow night.
Come back again tomorrow.
Okay, because we know there'll be some more stuff going on.
Yeah.
So come back one more again. We're gonna talk a little bit. Until then, we got a couple of reactions coming up. We appreciate and love each and every one of you. Thank you for chatting with us today. Please make sure you hit that like button, get it up, and come back with some more A and B combos.
Wrestling edition.
That is it for us, folks. On behalf of Bone Crusher,
Bone Crusher.
you want to say bye to the people?
Let's say bye-bye.
Bye, everybody. Good night, you guys, and we will catch you all
Next video.